Fred,
Yeah.
we talked to you at Lake Orion a few years back, and you said you wanted to come back when the PGA was down there a couple of years ago. What's it like,
Where is
man?
this?
At the PGA Championship
Yeah.
in Lake Orion down the road
Yeah.
a few years ago, and you mentioned here about wanting to come back. When
Well-
you first heard it was coming, man, what'd you think?
Oh, I loved it. You know, it was a lot of people here's favorite tournament. Great crowds, a really, really nice golf course, and I think it'd probably be great for us now. I think if the regular guys came, they would drive half the holes and hit wedges into every other hole. So for us, it's perfect. But and it's not. I won here a long time ago, but it's not really because of that. It's just it's a very, very fun spot to be. I was with Cadillac a long time, so I would go down and see all my friends. I'm gonna have dinner with Pete Rosa Friday night, who's a long-time Cadillac guy who's retired. So it's a good event for me. I hope it stays a long time. I hope I can play at least a couple years here.
Obviously, your win here was a highlight. But what are some of the other things that kind of come to mind? Some other memories you have of Overkill?
Well, they have great pro-ams. I remember I played with Bobby Rahal once. And when you see people on TV like that and then you get to play with them, it's a lot of fun. But honestly, it's really the golf course. I love this golf course. It's got big greens. I'm from Seattle, so it's got a little bit of that with the pines, and our greens are not this big. But I think some people enjoy places by how they play. And I'm one of those guys, and I like the 17th hole. It was probably back then one of the first spots to where you could start hearing them chant when you're on the third or fourth hole, which is 1,000 yards away. So they started all right here, and Phoenix took over.
Do you like that kind of
I think it's great. Yeah, I mean, anyone who can come out and watch golf, obviously you don't want people behind you on a tee yelling while you're swinging, but never had a problem with any of it. You get a little more edgy because you want to hit a good shot, and it's a little more pressure packed. I know that sounds funny, because if you don't hit a good shot, they're going to let you have it. But it's one hole, it's fun, and to have those kids. Most of them were young kids that came, and it was pretty exciting to be here. And like I said, they started it, and I think Phoenix certainly has taken over with whatever they do out there. I haven't played in that tournament in a long time, but it's fun to watch.
Fred, you play a limited schedule now, so how's your back feeling right now?
Yeah, well, I think this is my 5th senior tour event, which isn't very, very good. I feel okay. To be honest with you, it's the end of the year, and I love this tournament, so I'm here, but I'm not playing all that well, nor have I been practicing or playing. But I do have a great pairing with David Toms, who I love playing with, and Jay Haas, so that is really a good thing. To be honest, I know that sounds funny, but two guys I really like to play with, so maybe that'll help my game. But I need to get through this year, get through the off season, and hopefully come out and play a few more tournaments next year, because one every 2 months is not really good for your game.
It was important for you to be here. You wanted to be here.
Oh no, I love this tournament. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it, and I don't do that for many of them. But it's really the idea of a new sponsor. I pulled out of the Shaw. I went to Seattle and played, and I had a really good last day, and I pulled out of the Shaw because I just had a little tweak, and I didn't go up there, and it really is a bad deal, because that tournament has been very good to all of us, including me, and I won there, which helps. But here, winning a long time ago, and I thought it was 1990. Someone said it was 94, so it's a little later than I thought. But this is a really, really good putt. I mean, we're lucky to be here. Ally is certainly a great sponsor, and I think it's a great move for our tour. This is somewhere where people can say, oh, I remember watching that tournament a long time ago. I know that hole. So a lot of times we go, people don't know where we are or what we're doing. But here, this is one of the best tournaments on tour for a long time.
If you don't remember the year, maybe you don't remember too much, but take us back to that Sunday when you won.
Well, my caddy, Joey, we were texting this morning, and I said, I don't really remember. He said, well, you hit it close in the last hole, and Corey was right behind me. So I birdied the last, and I think I won by 1 or 2. But honestly, I don't remember a whole lot of any shots that I've played that long ago. I know I won a few tournaments, but I don't know what I did on Sunday. It might have been, there was one time, I think it might have been 36 holes.
It was
on Sunday. There you
It
go.
was,
So
and you stuck it on
I
18.
do remember that. Well, I do know that because Joe just told me this morning, but I don't remember that. But he's just telling me, he thought I played yesterday, so he said, how's the course? I said, I'm going out there this morning to see it, but everyone texted me, it's almost the exact same.
How do you like the difference between the atmosphere of the PGA Tour and the PGA Tour Champions?
Yeah, the PGA Tour Champions, that's a great question. I think we certainly don't get the crowds that they get, but we play, I hope we get them this week. I can't imagine we're not.
Some of the guys mentioned the camaraderie that you guys have just after years of playing
Yeah,
against each other,
for
with
us.
each other.
Oh, for us, yes.
Yeah.
No, for us this is a treat. Like I said, I'm playing with Jay and David Toms, which oddly enough, since David turned 50, I haven't played with him out here, so that's kind of a shocking thing. But just the tempo of his swing and his putting stroke will help me. But the camaraderie, yeah, it's amazing. We don't go to many dinners or play many practice rounds because there's a Wednesday Pro-Am and a Thursday Pro-Am, whereas on the other tour, you know, you get in there, you can play Tuesday in a practice round with guys and yuck it up and do all that. Here, it's pretty serious. You know, I got in last night, I'll play today, and then we start tomorrow, and you know, you're gone Sunday night. So it's a quick week, but they're fun events, and I've played enough, but I miss a few tournaments, which bugs me, and like I said, this would be one of them. But I want to play a little more. I just physically, I just can't last. So I play once and go home, and you know, 2 or 3 weeks in a row just is way out of my league at the moment.
Brett, I read a story too recently where I think it was a Golf Digest piece that said the next time you watch Fred Couples on a golf course could be your last. Is that true?
Well, if I said that here, I could say the same thing. No. I mean, I'm hoping to play till I'm 70 and then go in the wheelchair. But it's the traveling that's really hard. So I don't know how I really answered that. I say a lot of kind of ridiculous things. That would be one of them. But retiring in golf, there would be really no reason to. You know, I mean, Tom Watson still shooting his age. Tom Kite's still out here. I don't know their exact ages. I think Tom Watson's 68, and he plays unreal. So I don't see my body doing that when I'm that age, but I think, you know, another couple years of doing this, and I'll keep playing, but it's not going to be like to try and win the Schwab Cup. I've said that 5 years ago, 6 years ago when I first got out here, and I ended up playing 12 times. You know, you got Bernard Longer winning 12 times, so you're not going to win the Schwab Cup against him, but it is a hell of a tour. We have great players out here, and I enjoy it. I just can't